system, David.
All right, no, we're live now. There's no more getting out of our system. People can hear and see us now.
Shalom, everybody.
So
Thank you so much for, as soon as John said get it out of your system, immediately saying we're live now.
No, wait, stop.
No. Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, indeed. Our Lord and Savior.
Oh yeah, Johnny. I probably don't need to ask. You reset all the settings and things on the multi-streamer since I streamed on it, right?
Yep.
Now that we are live, I do want to make a special request. Let's close with the fan request.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask about that.
I'll go first.
All right.
I don't care when I go, but I think we should close with the fan request. I think it'll be a good discussion to end on.
Okay. So we got John first, fan request last. Let's move some bonus songs here to where I can find them easy. There we go. I'll go middle. So we got John, David, me, Jesse request. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Solid show.
All right. Cool. I got my soundboard up. Let me double check here.
Test it now, John.
Yeah.
Game 1.
Yeah, you're.
I can't hear shit.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay. I was like,
I was
my
just-
mic thing moved.
I was giving you shit.
Okay. Cool. Who's ready for a countdown?
Yes.
Oh wait, before we do a countdown, I want to take care of some top of the show business. That other podcast has been contacting us about coming on their show. Which one of us wants to do this?
When is their podcast?
They'll take any date, and so I'm asking you guys, and I'm asking the people in the chat. Suggest who you would like to see from Game That Tune go on a debate show about some kind of video game music topic. Suggest a topic and a host, and we might just agree to it. But mostly I'm thinking we make Johnny talk about Sonic somehow. But
I am more than willing to go and like be a real dumbass on some other person's podcast.
Oh, seriously, that's what I'm talking about. It's good, just like an hour of bullshit where you have to like quote unquote have a courtroom style debate with somebody. I'm like, that's a John Regan thing right there,
Yes,
baby.
I signed. Yeah, sorry, I've been way out of the loop, being out of town, not paying attention to anything for a minute. So like, yes, that sounds right up my alley.
Fuck yeah.
Like, sign me up, and I will gladly go.
Good, yeah. We'll wait and pick a topic by the end of the show.
The debate is who composes better music for RPGs, Shimomura or Sakaguchi? Well, Sonic Mania.
Well, you're all wrong. It's
I really
Kuzo
think Sonic
Yoshiro.
Mania.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about a little guy named Kuzo Yoshiro. Anyway, yeah. So that's just something for everybody to think about.
Should we say the name of the podcast to the people watching now? Or should we save it?
I
for,
don't know it offhand.
Okay. Jesse, you ready?
Yes.
And David, I didn't hear you. You said you ready?
Yes, I said I am.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, what is going on, everybody? It is Game That Tune, and we are back in the house once again. Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy John Harrington here, and we've got the Game That Tune champion, Jesse Mouse, episode 245 coming at you. And man, oh man, guys, we got a fantastic show coming up this week. What we're going to do here is listen to some video game tunes. We've each brought 3 songs from a game. We're going to try and guess our games based on the songs with a little bit of trivia. We're going to goof off. We're going to have a lot of fun. The winner at the end of the night gets to pick the theme for next week's episode and play some bonus tunes. And our winner a couple of weeks ago, we took a week off because Johnny had to go to Florida. Our condolences, Johnny. Welcome back. But our winner last week, last episode, was David Fleming. David, you chose a fantastic theme for this week's episode, so tell us what you got.
The theme is wacky weapons.
Yes.
Games in which you use an unusual or can use an unusual weapon.
I feel like you said that a little too deadpan, David. Can we do a fresh take of that?
Wacky weapons! Hey!
Thank you. I've been waiting for
Wow.
this, David, for 5 years.
I have
Oh my
never heard
God.
that, David.
Where has this guy been, man? I missed this, David.
You
Old
need,
clown David, man. I haven't seen that guy since 7th grade. You got so serious, David. What happened?
can you be like that the rest of the show?
Yeah, just flailing.
Can I
Oh,
keep
yeah.
my deadpan voice but still just flail my arms?
That's a good
Nope.
idea. Yeah.
No.
Okay. So yeah,
No.
we gotta choose one. So video listeners, maybe they want the flailing, but the podcast listeners might want the wacky Michelangelo voice. So we'll just kind of switch it in and out. Every game, David will either be flailing or just fucking talking like an idiot. It'll be fantastic. But no, in
For
actuality,
sure.
David.
For sure, for our podcast listeners, I promise I'm flailing the entire time.
Yes, I hope this is why you need to go to Patreon, people. We have good mics. We could have better mics that could pick up the sound of David's flailing the entire episode. So consider going to Patreon and let's get some equipment upgrades in here. We really need some real finely tuned equipment. But yeah, so it's games with wacky weapons, very unusual weapons. So I would say probably going to see some guns, swords, perhaps some sort of explosives, but like they probably are going to shoot something weird or be in the shape of some kind of weird thing or explode with something unexpected like confetti or
Explode
candy or something.
weirdly.
Exactly. Somehow it's going to be this whole episode's going to be about claymores filled with jelly beans or some wild thing like that. It's there's so much potential in wacky weapons because one, there's plenty of games in which it's not just like military action, you got wacky stuff, but two, the term wacky could be pretty loosely applied. Pretty really, what is wacky? Is it a subjective thing?
We're
Who's
here
the-
to figure it out.
Who is tonight's arbiter of wacky?
Oh God, I hope it's
it-
me.
I was going to say, I believe it was my theme, so it's my choice.
There it is.
So prepare to get game overed, everyone.
Put on your arbitration hat, David, and continue flailing because we are going to figure out what's wacky and what's not tonight. This is going to be fantastic. So yeah, we got 5 fantastic games. We got a great fan request, and we got to jump right into it, man. So let's just start it up, man. Game 1.
Game 1.
Whoa, that's wacky. Okay, guys. So, abilities in this game include teleportation, entrapment of opponents, air dashes, counterattacks, and the creation of larger weapons. And all of them are dependent on what confectionery item? How is everybody feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. Hope everybody's grooving on those tunes, man. Let's see some answers. Jesse says Power Stone. Sadly incorrect. Johnny says fudge guns. Sadly incorrect, but sounds great. And David has the correct answer. This is Ninjala. Ninjala for the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, what a game this is, man. David, you played Ninjala?
No.
Are you aware of it at least?
I am aware of it. I was kind of looking at getting it because when it was first announced, like that trailer was like, it's like Splatoon, but without fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if instead of squids, Splatoon was full of ninja kids? Like, okay, you piqued my interest a little bit. And what about instead of Splatoon, where say you pay for the game, it's a free game?
Okay, now you're speaking my language. I like not paying for things.
Exactly. Honestly, I've had a good amount of fun with this for no money at all. This actually, this game's kind of cool, man. Like, I don't know that I'm going to play it after like the next couple of weeks, but like I've been playing some online matches in this game. There's some fun to be had with this strange Splatoon ninja ripoff. Like, it's I don't know how Nintendo got this to be an exclusive on the Switch or why they would want it to be an exclusive, because this is such a very odd, I don't want to say ripoff, because I mean they changed enough things. It's not just a ripoff of Splatoon, but it seems pretty clear they're going after that same market. Like I'm trying to figure out why this happened. Like,
yeah, it kind of reminds me of when they did the Pac-Man World Rally, like the Pac-Man kart racing game, and they released it on Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube. Like, okay, I understand Xbox and PlayStation 2, but why are you releasing a mascot kart racing game on a Nintendo system? Like, that just seems like a horrible idea. They pretty much got that locked down.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out like the benefit of it. Like, so this company benefits from releasing their free-to-play game because maybe some people buy the story mode or buy some fucking gacha items. Nintendo benefits because they get to advertise a fun new exclusive in one of their little Nintendo Directs. And possibly people playing this will realize it's whack and want to just go play Splatoon instead. Like... I don't quite get it. Like it's
sure, you can put your game on our system.
Exactly. Like, oh,
idiots.
Picturing Shiggy like playing this and being like, this is fun for a couple of minutes, but like everybody's gonna go play Splatoon 2 instead. Like this will, this is like it's like the Starbucks McDonald's relationship. Like, yeah, okay, everybody. If there's a line at Starbucks, you go over to McDonald's, you can get your coffee, but like you don't really want that coffee. You're gonna go back to Starbucks once you taste McDonald's coffee.
What?
Like,
what? No.
Oh, don't be the guy that stands up for McDonald's coffee now, John.
No, but
you're already the coleslaw guy. Don't be the fucking Mickey D's coffee guy.
It's not about the coffee. It says if there's a McDonald's and a Starbucks next to each other, I'm probably going to pick the McDonald's because in addition, the coffee's not terrible, but they got the Egg McMuffin.
I'm only talking about the coffee.
Yeah, if it's just the coffee situation, it's Starbucks every time.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the full suite of fucking available items here, baby.
I might fuck with a warmed up cheese Danish. So
McDonald's ain't got that.
Yeah. So
yeah. No, man, I'm Team McDonald's. I'm sorry. I just, no, I'm not sorry. Why am I apologizing
every
for?
time?
You should be fucking sorry, Johnny. You literally just declared yourself Team McDonald's. No one's done that in like 60 years. What the fuck?
Every time I go to McDonald's and order an iced mocha, they're like, what? How do we do that? And I'm like,
yeah,
you have them on the menu, but they have no idea what's going on with iced mochas.
Yeah, no, they don't even know how to put fucking sugar in coffee, John. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I don't put, I put in my coffee?
I don't fucking care, John.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Yes. Yeah, you got to understand, people like different types of coffee. You can't just be, other types of coffee matter. So
I'm sorry, Johnny. You're standing up for McDonald's on the strength of black coffee?
Yeah.
And even then you're,
what the fuck, John? No, and seriously, if you're talking about just drive-through fucking good black coffee, iced hot, doesn't matter what, Dunkin' Donuts has McDonald's dead to rights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I'm not arguing that. Dunkin' Donuts blows it all out of the water.
No, Starbucks is better than Dunkin' Donuts, man. There's tiers to this shit. I'm trying to talk about ninjas, John.
Right.
Wait, hang on.
All right.
After
the show, I'll make a tier chart, one of those chart things with S tier, A tier, B tier, and it's gonna be
it's gonna be invalidated by you declaring yourself Team McDonald's.
We can certainly get into Ninjala, and I'm interested to talk about Ninjala. I just want to make sure that I am clear on this. Johnny, your coffee tier list is Dunkin' Donuts, then McDonald's, then Starbucks.
Yeah.
Whack.
Okay.
Does he get a game over?
Yeah, that's wackier than any weapon we're going to feature on the show. Johnny's fucking insane tier list.
The Starbucks coffee always tastes burnt to me. I don't care for it.
Don't get the French roast. That's a
John
roast.
Blonde roast, you dumb fuck. Oh my god.
So you don't even know how to order.
Seriously, man. Anyway, so Ninjala, it's like it's an online multiplayer game where you're playing as little kids that have ninja weapons. David had the correct answer to the trivia question. They all chew gum, ninja gum, for some reason. It's a bizarre thing that this game has. Everybody runs around and chews gum. You can collect energy to be able to blow a bigger gum ball, And then like using the power of ninja gum, you can do like teleportation attacks. You can like coast across the stage, like flying. You can do a gum guard. Like if somebody tries to hit you and they hit the gum, it like ensnares them. You can shoot the gum at things. It's the gum itself is wacky enough to fit this theme. Like it's a wacky fucking conceit. And I'm just picturing somebody looking at Splatoon and being like, all right, we need to like copy off of this, but not make it like, what is it the kids like about Splatoon, right? It's the ink, the colors, the kids, but we can't do the ink, but we still need to figure out some way to have these ninja kids like move and do fun things. What's something else that's kind of stupid that like makes sense for kids to be doing? Like instead of using big paintbrushes, maybe they just blow bubble gum all the time. Sure, yeah, fuck it. Let's roll with that. Bubble gum weapons.
I like how Splatoon is kind of not based on, but it's very like skater. I don't want to say punk, but like that kind of vibe. Like you actually play inside of a skate park, and it has that kind of like 12 to 14-year-old vibe. And this one, Ninjala, with like all of the bubble gum, it's like 7 to 11 vibe, like still trying to be cool, but not skate park cool, just kind of like hang out bubblegum cool.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, so they play a little above that because I did read the biographies for the 8 main characters in this game, and yeah, they all are 12 to 13 years old. So the characters themselves are older than the bubblegum aesthetic of it. And there is the weird detail that I don't know, somehow this doesn't sit right with me. Apparently they, the World Ninja Association developed this ninja gum to unlock people's like latent shinobi powers, and then discovered through testing it that if adults chew it, they revert to 12 to 13-year-old children. So actually 4 of the 8 main characters in this game are adults trapped in kids' bodies, and they're like still fighting with kids.
So is this just some way someone can fuck one of them?
See, and I'm not going there. I'm not taking that bait, Jesse. But no, that is where my mind went. I'm like, I don't want to see the fucking Rule 34 on this. No thanks.
See, my mind immediately went to the scene in Billy Madison where he plays dodgeball. Like, all of a sudden, like, it's still a kid body, but you have like an adult strategic mind. Like, he's gonna fuck up a bunch of 12-year-olds.
And see, that's how I felt, playing the game for the first time. I'm like, I'm the only person playing this game right now that watched the tutorial, aren't I? Like, I'm whooping these kids' asses. Like, the first like 3 games, like, so it's an arena fighter. It's 8 players. You score points by knocking out your opponents. You win the fights are kind of cool. So when you're fighting against your opponent, you're slashing with one button. And if you're pressing up on the joystick, you do a standard attack. Down on the joystick does like a sweep attack. Left and right, you do a teleport behind them to a certain direction. And if you both do the same thing, it activates like a rock, paper, scissors mode where you guys get into like a face-off and have to choose the right command to like counter the other person's thing. And then like you could do combo breakers and fucking crazy guard breaks and advances and stuff like that. And you score points, and like I think I won the first couple of matches. Like I scored like 9,800 to like everyone else's 2,000, and it's like, okay, so I'm the only guy that fucking paid attention in class, right? Like this, this is really weird. And then of course, as I played like 3 matches, advanced my rank like 17 levels, and then met people that knew what they were doing, and the game got fun and challenging. But for a couple minutes there, it was very much Billy Madison playing dodgeball.
I do want to shout out to Mork in the chat, who posted a picture of the hammer weapon, which is apparently just a giant set of skateboard wheels.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm fucking into this.
Kind of into it, yeah. All the weapons, like, the weapons are divided into classes, and they all have wacky designs. So you got like the katanas, the hammers, yo-yos, and then like literal skateboards. And I haven't unlocked the skateboards yet, so I don't really know what they do. But it's like you skate around the arena and fucking hit people with them. I'm like, all right, so that's very Bart Simpson, and I'm into it.
I was going to say, you do a kickflip and then kick it into their face.
Yeah, something like that. Because ninjas know how to skateboard, of course.
Obviously.
But yeah, and when I say katana, it's really funny that they're like, "This is your katana. It's your standard weapon." I'm like, "That's a Nerf bat. This is like, this is so kid glove. That nothing in this game is sharp. Everything, it's so playful and like toy like. It's like, okay, this is a katana. I'm like, that's a Nerf bat. It's like, and you can make the katana bigger by blowing gum. I'm like, it's still just a big Nerf bat. It's like, and you can unlock these additional katanas. It's like a scroll, a paper fan, a giant ear of corn, a stop sign, a guitar. I'm like, these are not katanas. None of these are katanas.
Here is your bladed naginata weapon. This is literally just a pool noodle.
Exactly. That's pretty much what it feels like. And I mean, I'm not down on that necessarily, because when you're in the arena and you're just whacking and schmacking, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be killing these kids. I just want to be bopping them with a big Nerf bat. So it works for me.
I don't know. It's a melee weapon that you run around and hit people with. One of them is a Nerf bat. One of them's a paper fan. One of them's a stop sign. Like, one of these things doesn't belong here.
Yeah, you bash a bunch of kids over the head with a flying V guitar. It's like, oh, he's fine. The gum absorbed most of the impact. And then, you got your hammers, which look like sushi or skate wheels or fucking... there was one that looked like a pair of the chattering, like, gag teeth.
Okay, that's fucking great.
There's a hammer shaped like a sneaker, like a Converse, but it's called Cerberus. I don't really understand what they're going for on that. Like, yeah. And then there's the yo-yo weapons. You want to talk about the most kid thing in there? There's these yo-yo weapons. You got like a yo-yo, a basketball on a string or whatever, and one of them is totally just a fidget spinner. And I'm like, all right, they're going for the kid crowd hard. Like, this game should be a hit with kids 2.5 years ago. Like, when did this come out? Oh, just last year. Yeah, I think they missed the fidget spinner window, because if they just called this the fidget spinner fucking ninja game and put it free on everyone's Switch, they would have made a lot of gotcha money. But they missed. It's just missed.
I don't know. My kid is really into fidget toys, and I've seen her talking to like other kids, and other kids are super into fidget toys.
Okay, cool. Maybe I just don't know what's cool with kids these days. Yeah. My nephew fucking broke all his fidget toys a couple of years ago, but he's just now 8, so I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, wacky fucking weapons. The gameplay is actually pretty fun. Like, instead of Splatoon where you can swim through the ink, in this you can free run, so you can like run up the walls and do all kinds of fun stuff like that. And you can use like ninja powers to shapeshift into just like blocks to camouflage yourself from the other fighters, which is really funny. Like, I say blocks, but like if there's a nearby speaker, you'll turn into a speaker and just stay there and wait for somebody to pass by and then fucking spring a trap on them. Like, it's actually pretty fun, man. David, I think you might dig it. It's worth a download and maybe a couple hours of fucking around with it.
It definitely sounds like it's worth the price of nothing.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like, do you want to buy the story mode? Chapter 1 is $10. I'm like, fuck no. I guess I'm just playing this online. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, okay. And then it was like, well, wait, maybe if the whole story mode's only $10, like, no, chapter 2 is $10 more. I'm like, yeah, fuck no, I'm not buying that. Like, nope.
I mean, what if it's like a great story, though, right? What if this game's plot is like the new Citizen Kane?
That's true. Yeah.
Ninjala. That's Ninja Kid.
Oh, God. They got a great team of screenwriters working on this.
Bazooka Joe.
The first time a video game's ever won an Oscar.
Ninjala. And then the final thing I'll say, the music is cool. I haven't unlocked all the music tracks yet, but music is an equipable item in the game for your character. So like, you got your loadout with your weapon and your outfit and your music, and the music changes in the arena depending on who's leading the match. And like, there's a DJ that announces like, oh, we got a new leader, and then like starts doing some record scratches and spinning your tune, which is actually pretty fun. And like I said, I haven't unlocked everything yet, but I was looking through the sound test, and they snuck in a few classic composers in here. Like PS1 fans might want to fucking download this game. Jesse, what if I told you they had a soundtrack? The 3 songs I played tonight. First song was by Michiko Naruke.
Oh man, the name's very familiar.
of Wild Arms.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. Second song was Noriyuki Iwadare, mostly known for Grandia by us. And then the final song, that crazy dance beat, was Akira Yamaoka, series composer for Silent Hill.
So cool.
So, yeah, they snuck in some weird old composers into this. And I'm like, I was like looking through the list. I'm like, okay, this company, that company, Akira Yamaoka. Silent Hill guy, like hit play and it's like this fucking techno boss beat. I'm like, okay, you got my attention now, game. I gotta unlock the rest of this music. I need to know, because I've been Googling trying to figure out what music is this game. Not a lot of information. Seems that no one gives a shit about this game. So, and I have a feeling I won't give a shit about this game by the time this podcast comes out, but I'm intrigued by it now. It's I'm having some fun and I want to hear some more tunes. So yeah.
So that means I have exactly like 5 days to download this game so we can play together.
That's what I'm saying, David. Yeah, exactly. You need to fucking get this game, rank up like 17 levels like I did in the first 30 minutes of playing, and then I'll see you in the arena, motherfucker. That's the plan. So. Dude,
this is awesome. I just got Ninjala. You got what?
Yeah. I don't remember ever playing a game called Ninjala, but yeah, I do remember some sick-ass Akira Yamaoka Silent Hill music. Anyway, cool game, cool tunes, totally worth the price of $0. And Johnny, let's keep it going to game 2.
Game 2.
Whew.
Damn it, Johnny, you better pay attention to the show and not be doing your coffee tier. So, this game has shipped over 3 million copies worldwide, making it the best-selling game in this series. All right, get ready on the hat trick button, and let's see those answers / guesses.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Johnny might have actually gotten it.
Everyone is correct. Everyone says Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. I forgot. Is that the hat trick button?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I couldn't remember. I was expecting Indiana Jones.
No, yeah, we update those from time to time.
Is Robert California in this one?
No.
Okay.
It's okay, David. It's a half Ultron, half Office reference.
Is James Spader in a Hyrule Warriors game?
There you go.
No, but he should be.
Yes. Yeah. David didn't watch The Office, Jesse.
Oh.
Well, I watched the British Office. I didn't watch the American Office.
Oh,
James
so you didn't
Spader
get
was on
to
The Office?
Yeah, you didn't get to season 8 of the British Office.
No,
Where
I
it
did
flew
not.
wildly off the rails.
With
Yeah.
Jeremy Newcastle.
And what confuses me even more is British TV seasons are like 8 episodes. So there's like 16 episodes total. I don't think there's 16 episodes in the first season of The Office. I think there's like 22. Like, how the fuck did it run? We're not going to talk about The Office.
Well, no, okay, real quick.
so-
The American Office, the first season was an abbreviated 6-episode season. After that, they did full American seasons. I think The Office ended with about 200 episodes or so. Anyway, fuck The Office. Fuck
Age
The
of
Office
Calamity.
harder than Dunkin' Donuts coffee. That's right, Johnny. I'm calling out that tier list you made, Johnny. This is bullshit. What are you doing? S tier? Fast food coffee is an S tier, John. You're out of your mind.
I like the idea that we're just going to keep adding to this tier list. So eventually, like, S tier is going to be like Starbucks coffee. A tier is The Office. B tier is Dunkin' Donuts.
Exactly. It's going to be, Dunkin' Donuts, James Spader. Below that, it's going to be McDonald's, Hyrule Warriors. I
really want whatever the tier list ends up being at the end of the episode. I hope that's the episode art.
Actually, yeah, somebody please cull like everything that we're doing tonight and put together a tier list based on every stupid fucking thing we discussed. I'll go ahead and put it out there for you. Ninjala, C tier. At best. No hot takes here. Like, no, it's mid grade. Where's Hyrule Warriors going on this this tier list, David? Because from everything I read, sounded like it was leading up to like pretty top shelf, and then ended up kind of C tier.
I would probably rank it as A tier. I really enjoyed this game.
You really enjoy all Hyrule Warriors games, right?
Yes, but yes. I don't like. I think I like it more than the first Hyrule Warriors, but I don't think I like it as much as Fire Emblem Warriors, which is an interesting take. But
and actually, real quick. So you said this is the best-selling game in this series. Do you mean the Hyrule Warriors series of 3 or so games?
It's the best-selling Dynasty Warriors game.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, apparently it sold like I just had the facts. Within it was like 6 in physical sales, and within like the first week it sold 324% more copies. Like, oh Jesus.
Good for them. I guess that explains that, because they've had to make so many Dynasty Warriors games to make up for the fact that not very many people buy them. That must be why there's thousands of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're just it doesn't sell well, so they just keep on putting it out.
If we make a bunch of them, someone's bound to buy one of them.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. And
they hit it with this one, because the first Hyrule Warriors is like 90% Dynasty Warriors and like 10% Zelda, and this one's like 60-40. Like, it's much more balanced, and there's a lot more Breath of the Wild in it, which is really cool, because it adds that like freeness and openness that Breath of the Wild had, except it's a Dynasty Warriors game, so all of that freeness and openness is in the combat. You can like explore levels and everything, but instead of you've got your basic combos, your light, your heavy attacks. Every character has a special action that they can perform. Every character can use the Sheikah runes, and then every character can find the elemental rods, the ice rod, fire rod, lightning rod, and you can use those.
Sweet.
Plus, it adds the flurry rush. So if you dodge at the right time, everything slows down and you can get like a shit ton of hits in. So
underrated part of the fucking Breath of the Wild mechanics. I love the flurry rush.
So like if you are going up against one of the Hinox, you can just wait for it to attack, dodge, and counterattack, or you can use the Sheikah runes to like throw a bunch of bombs at it and hit its eye and activate its weak spot. Or you can wait until like it tries to belly flop on you, use the Cryonis and freeze it in place, and then attack it. Like, there's a lot of depth to the combat, and that's good because this game is pretty much all combat. And it makes it really fun.
I thought you were gonna say like it's got a little more Zelda in it. So like I was like, so like if you're fighting some guys in the desert and you're getting your ass whooped, you can just like teleport out of there and go to the forest instead. Like, no, not a huge open map. Like you don't have access to the full Breath of the Wild Hyrule is what you're telling me.
You go to a lot of the same spaces, but they're a little bit more confined.
Gotcha. Still, I like it, man. I love the idea of it. Like just taking that, fantastic asset that they had, the map of Breath of the Wild, and putting another game in it. Like, great idea. It's almost why I feel like they're probably making that second Breath of the Wild game. It's like, this map, we could probably just move a couple things around, move some pieces around, and make another game out of this, right? Like, we got more puzzles and shit. Yeah, okay, cool, do it. What a great map.
And it's cool that you mentioned the map, because the map is kind of your mission select. Like, instead of just having a basic like story menu or whatever, you're just presented the map of Hyrule, and like icons pop up, and that's how you select everything. So it really has that Breath of the Wild feel to it.
Well, I mean, David, what is a map if not a mission select? Throughout the history of mankind, what is a map if not a means of selecting a mission?
I mean, that's a very valid point. That's far more philosophical than I thought we were going to get to in a discussion about Zelda Dynasty Warriors.
Really think about it, David. Maps have been letting men select their mission for centuries. X marks the spot, David. You try to get to the X. There's your mission. That's how a map works.
Yeah. I think we need to add a new ranking to the tier list, X tier. And in that tier is maps.
Just a map. Fuck yeah. Maps are so much better than Dunkin' Donuts coffee. God, I fucking love maps.
But
didn't see that coming, did you, baby?
I did not. No.
Yeah.
This game, it does fix like some of the problems that I had with Breath of the Wild because the weapons do not break.
I was gonna say also the problem. Breath of the Wild was not a Warriors game.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
huge fix.
The fact that like you can choose any weapon you want, and obviously you've got tiers of weapons, like some are better than others. If you have the giant Lionel sword, that's going to do better than like the rusty cracked sword, but you can level up your weapons and you can add attributes like speed up and attack up. So if you want, you can beat the entire game with a mop or a branch. And
what was the fucking item they gave you as DLC for like pre-ordering the game? Was it a soup ladle?
It was the spoon ladle. Yeah, it was the soup ladle.
Love it.
And so this game is a prequel to Breath of the Wild, and it does explore the War of Calamity. But it's been out for a while. Is it okay if I kind of mention a slight story spoiler?
Is the spoiler that all the characters die? Because that kind of happens before Breath of the Wild even takes place, David. It's okay to spoil that.
No, there's some crazy, wacky shenanigans that go on in order to expand the roster because it's a Zelda game, so they bring in time travel.
They do?
Interesting. How long has this game been out?
It came out like 7 months ago.
You're fine to spoil it.
Says Johnny, who doesn't fucking play these games. But no, David, I'm not planning to play the game. I've avoided spoilers this long, so yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go like super in depth, but you can play. Spoiler alert.
Where's the spoiler alert drop, John?
Yeah, make a sound.
Hot take.
Spoiler.
God, we had a fucking sound made for that and everything, and it's just never been used.
Hot take. These things happen.
We have the calculated computer voice lady saying "spoiler detected."
Oh, we do. Oh wow, yeah. I forgot about that.
Never been used.
All right, hold on. Give me a second.
Oh God, no. David, start talking the spoilers.
So, you can play as Link, Zelda, Impa, and you can also play as the 4 champions. And then there's time travel shenanigans, so you can play as the champion descendants as well.
Oh, okay. Word.
So,
that's not as weird as I thought you were going to say. I was like, I thought you were going to talk about them bringing in like other Hyrule Warriors or like other Zelda timeline type characters. But no, okay, like you get to play as fucking their descendants. So like
you get to play as Sidon.
Fuck, I can only think of Sidon and
you get to play as Riju.
Riju, that's the name I couldn't think of.
And she is the one that I wanted to talk about because she has a
very Riju's the Gerudo girl.
Yeah.
The bird man. He's what, Teba?
Teba, and then Yunobu.
Yunobu, of course. Yeah. That one I didn't remember at all.
But Riju, her weapons are her headdresses because you have to have like things you can upgrade and everything.
Love it.
The way that she actually attacks is she uses Patricia, her sand seal. So she's just like on a shield riding behind it while the sand seal is just like crashing through enemies, and it's fucking great.
Super cool, man. I love that sand seal race in Breath of the Wild. So
what kind of sound does a sand seal make?
David, he's asking you.
Game 3.
He's not your trained seal, Jesse.
I'm actually trying to remember what they sound like. I don't remember.
All I hear in my head when I fucking was doing the sand surfing game was just like sick ass Tony Hawk music. I don't remember them making sounds either.
Although I do
pick it up.
I do appreciate you mentioning that, John, because that brings me to the other thing that I love about this game that Breath of the Wild didn't
Unlockable Tony
have.
Hawk.
I wish.
Oh my god.
Tony Hawk Warriors.
Honestly,
Yes!
I just be finding this game had kickflips in it. That'd be pretty sweet.
You can flip over the sand seal.
Ooh,
It is pretty
Johnny.
great.
Go get you a Switch, baby. You just got sold.
This game has something that Breath of the Wild didn't really have.
Fun.
Music.
Well,
Because Breath of the Wild has music, but a lot of it is like very soft environmental piano music, and this has like the rocking soundtracks. Like, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to feel when I was like climbing up a mountain.
well, yeah, but also, I defend Breath of the Wild's music. I think it's very fantastic. But it's two different vibes. Yes, if you're looking for Zelda music through a fucking Warriors lens, then yeah, this is what you're after. I personally thought Breath of the Wild's music was fantastically done.
Yeah, if you swapped the soundtracks, it would be two wildly different experiences.
Yeah, just picture going into all these sad places where their fucking ancestors have been dead and the world suffered this horrible apocalypse, and it's just like raucous guitar, David. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if I was exploring the Great Plateau and I had the main theme like rocking out like that last song, I'd be okay with it. Like,
I mean, yeah, true.
Way more of a hurry.
you're prepared to learn about the calamity from 100 years ago. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
And then in Age of Calamity, the music's all like real like and
Just real pensive and
things.
sad.
Real somber.
You
Yeah,
go
exactly.
through and just slash 100 enemies in pieces, and then it's just like do 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 do, like that
There's
soft piano music.
A chorus of chirping birds from the Rito village while you're fucking just annihilating guardians.
God, I would love to swap the music in these games.
Yes, that's great.
Sounds great.
Making a project. Let's do this. No, David. I mean, the game sounds good. I don't know that I don't know that I love the Warriors games as much as some people do. That's why I haven't gotten into this one. And I guess I had heard that like this doesn't really do a whole lot of like filling in story for Breath of the Wild, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Like it just seems like they're just having fun with it a little bit, which, I don't begrudge them that, but like, I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild. And I was like, oh, there's going to be a prequel. Like, cool. They're going to fill in some stuff. And from what I heard, it doesn't really necessarily fill in a whole lot.
It does some, and you do get more like character interaction. So you get to see Link and Zelda talking. You get to see
Just talking.
Yes.
That's
you
what
get
I
to
was
see-
looking to fill in.
You get to see Zelda and Urbosa and like their relationship. You get to
Also,
see
I would like that filled in.
you get to see
Fuck
Mipha
Zelda and Link
like
fucking. I want to see Zelda and Urbosa really getting down to business, man. That's actually what I'm there for. Good
you
lord.
get to see Mipha like crushing hard on Link. Like it's
That
sweet.
too. I also want that filled in. Actually, yeah, Zelda and Link are the least essential stand in the whole series. I want Zelda and Link fucking all the other Guardians, like the champions. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Sorry, David. I'm just derailing you.
No, it's fine. We can talk about Zelda and Urbosa. Like
Who fucks
I would
Daruk?
like that too.
Game
Um,
3.
No,
Okay, go ahead.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Nobody loves Daruk, huh? Nobody loves the big fat Goron guy. I get it. Then nobody stands that fucking legend. Way to go, John.
Yeah, thanks for fat shaming everyone.
Yeah, man. Fat rock guy shaming. For shame, you fat rock guy.
Game 3.
Shame.
All right. So the senior producer of this game recalled viewers asking if the company could be more over the top than the third game in the series, which they took as a challenge. So while the first 3 games focused on outlandishness and irreverence, the fourth focused on the supernatural and superpowers. All right, guys. Who's got some answers for me? Got my finger on that hat trick button.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. Just waiting on David.
You said this was the fourth in the series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody wrote Saints Row 4. And everybody's correct. This is Saints Row 4. I chose this game for one reason alone. The dubstep gun. It has a gun.
Is it Saints Row 4 or is it Saints Row the 4th?
I think it's a Saints Row. I don't know. I know that there was that Austrian prince Saints Row the 4th, right? And so there's some confusion there.
And he got assassinated. That sparked the Grand Theft Auto Saints War.
World War Auto.
God. Yeah, started the Great Console War of 2006 or so. Sorry, no, Johnny, you wanted to talk about the dubstep gun, not about
dubstep gun. Everybody suddenly starts putting signing up for SoundCloud and uploading their own dubstep remixes.
Right, yeah.
That would be amazing.
Shoot them with a gun, they all start trap music YouTube channels. It's wild. No, what does that mean, John?
It means that
they all start doing dubstep.
Like dubstep music starts playing and they all start like dancing to dubstep. That dance that people do when they dubstep.
No, I don't know that dance, John, and I need it demonstrated on stream right now. Continue demonstrating.
Do you see my T-Rex arms right now?
I thought it was just your general limb confusion, John. I didn't realize you were actually demoing dubstep dancing right now. What are you doing?
It's that thing where you sort of I can't describe it with words.
Dancing?
Dancing to dubstep. Like there's a specific kind of dancing you do. You don't just
Is there?
Yes, you certainly don't skank to dubstep. That'd be weird.
Yeah, you fucking do, John. I know you do.
I do.
Yeah. God, you can't fool me, baby.
I want to see the situation where Johnny is at a place where they're playing dubstep, and he's like, "It's time to skank." And he goes
Johnny
out.
gets invited to a big underground rave. He's got this elaborate dead mouse helmet on, and then he fucking just starts skanking in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh God, that'd be beautiful. God, I wonder if there's a dubstep remix of any Real Big Fish music. I got some errands to run after the show today.
Johnny, we're recording a podcast right now. Focus up.
All right. So yeah, it's got some pretty crazy weapons. So you have the dubstep gun. You have so I'm trying to pull it up right now. There's a gun.
Also,
it's a
dubstep gun.
Yeah, there's a DSC weapon called America. Which is a gun that's made out of a light machine gun, a submachine gun, an auto shotgun, a heavy pistol, a minigun, a rocket launcher, a flamethrower, and a combat knife, all strapped together into one mega gun.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Color me intrigued.
There's a black hole launcher. Where was it? There was a.
So he's Mega Man?
Yeah, very Mega Man. There's an inflato ray. It you shoot people with a ray and they pop like balloons. It's pretty out there.
You've forgotten you went with all of the projectile weapons. You've forgotten the most important melee weapon in this game, the dildo bat.
The dildo bat, yes.
Wait, is that a Saints Row thing? That's not a Grand Theft Auto thing?
The Grand Theft Auto thing's just a dildo.
Just a big fucking dildo, yeah.
Yeah, this one
it's
like a baseball bat. It's got a handle, and it's a dildo. And there's also a tentacle bat, which is the same thing, but it looks like a tentacle.
Okay, I'm into that.
And the
which
rectifier
could also
probe.
be a dildo,
Yeah.
if that's what you're into.
Right, why not just call it a dick bat? Why does it got to be a dildo at that point? If you're going to put a handle on it, just have it be a fucking big penis. I don't get it.
Because they also have a dick bat.
Of course. I underestimated this series. They're thorough. Nothing if not thorough.
Yeah, have you guys played any of the Saints Row games?
No, this is kind of a blind spot for me, and I'm very upset by that because when the Saints Row games came out, I was like, okay, John, I'm going to explain. You don't have to keep making that face.
I'm going to keep doing the face until you do explain.
He does have to keep making that face, David, until you explain.
Yeah. I was like, seriously, you feel bad about missing the Saints Row games? Based on how these originally came out and were marketed as a gang violence Grand Theft Auto counter, it seems like this would have missed you all, from the get-go. So yeah, I'm going to continue making the face.
Gosh, I should really get into those Saints Row games.
I was thinking about gang violence today.
One day.
I played Grand Theft Auto Vice City on PS2. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like, I love this everything. When I saw Saints Row, I was like, oh yeah, it's a Grand Theft Auto clone. Fuck that. No, I don't care. But learning more about it and how ridiculous it went, Saints Row 4, you get telekinesis and become a supervillain, and you run around and beat up cops with a dick bat. I feel like maybe I should have played this.
And Keith motherfucking David's in it too.
Fuck. Because, I enjoy...
Whoa!
Time out.
Wait,
Fucking game over, motherfucker.
Jesse just mentioned Keith motherfucking David. David and I both gasped appropriately as it's like, oh yeah, well that's a selling point. Like that's enough to justify $60 for a game. And Johnny said, "Who? Who? What are you, a motherfucking owl? Who?"
Keith David?
Johnny, game over sound.
Oh man, you're losing everything tonight, John.
Game over!
Wow.
Yeah, but
wow,
none
John.
of you guys. Oh, he was on the final season of Community, right? That weird.
He's
season
gonna know
on
it from the
Yahoo?
worst thing possible, of course. Knows Keith David from the dumbest fucking thing possible. The final season of Community. That's right, John.
Okay. Yeah, I know that guy. Cool.
That guy.
That guy from
he's
that
been
one
in some
episode of
stuff.
Community.
No, he was on the
Nice.
whole final season.
Yeah,
He took over. He was a regular on the final season. The season that was released on Yahoo Screen.
Mm-hmm.
The one that only John watched. The final season of Community. Yes, John. That Keith David. That guy, as it were.
Yeah. So what else has he done?
I would think that would start like rushing back to you now. Like I've made a mistake. This man's been in thousands of things.
What else?
Maybe
has
not
he-
things that you've seen. We're overestimating Johnny's ability to watch movies and television and play video games that other people enjoy. Like
What else has he been in? Speaking solely for his voice actor credits, he's Goliath from Gargoyles. He's the Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog. He's fucking Spawn. Like
I've seen none of these things.
I would have pegged you for watching Gargoyles at least.
No,
Yeah.
I completely miss Gargoyles.
Now David's gonna peg you for not watching Gargoyles, Johnny. Lube up. This is fucked, man.
Oh, no.
Somebody hand me the dildo bat.
Yeah, exactly. Get David's dildo bat. The thick
Keith
eight.
David's.
Yeah, exactly. The Keith David one.
The Keith David dildo.
Well, I've
bat.
heard. Speaking of Keith David and
Keith
dildo bats,
thick eight David.
I can't wait to see where this is going.
from what I understand in this game, you can romance all the side characters, but like if you try to romance Keith David, he'll refuse no matter what.
Good.
That seems appropriate. Like
He keeps it
No.
professional. I think he's the
Wild
vice
horses
president.
can't be tamed. You can't romance that man. Fuck. Man. Anyway, no, I'm sorry. The Keith David outrage aside, Johnny, you didn't actually play this game, did you?
No, I did not. I chose it for the dubstep gun.
Dubstep gun, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, got it. It does seem fun. I am also that's the thing much more accurately or like much more on in character than David's whole thing. I'm embarrassed that I never played these games because like I was a big Grand Theft Auto player. I'm a scum bum, and this game came out. Saints Row came out. I'm like, all right, well do I have time for another like open world Grand Theft Auto game? I don't know. We'll see. And it just kind of passed me by. And then by the time this one came out, and I heard that they'd gone like crazy off the wall, and like my fucking kind of goofy cousin was like, dude, you got to play that game. I'm like, Now I almost don't know if I do want to play it. Like, I liked it more when it was a Grand Theft Auto competitor, not so much when it's like, crazy off the walls, swarming with dubstep guns and fucking like superpowers. But I can fully see the merits of it. But like,
that's the difference between you and me, John. Like, here's a gritty open world gang violence game. We're gonna take 100% serious. All you. We're gonna add dildo bats and like shark guns. All right, now you're talking my language.
well, no, but it's almost like I have to have gotten in on the ground floor. Like I was playing Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City and San Andreas and 4 and 5, and it's like, yeah, okay, all these things, good, logical escalation of the same series. I miss Saints Row. And then I hear about Saints Row 4, and I'm like, okay, so Saints Row, it's still just a Grand Theft Auto clone, right? No, it's about superheroes and fucking like wild shit and dubstep guns. I'm like, it is?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened.
I've missed too much to get into this series.
When I first heard about Saints Row, I just heard about it as like kind of a Grand Theft Auto ripoff or something like that, right?
That was like how it was covered. If that's not what it was, that's what IGN wanted me to think it was.
Yeah. And it wasn't until like I think this game was where I was like, no, this game's like fucking insane. Like,
Yeah, good.
it has Johnny written all over it. I gotta get into this.
And see, the funny part about it is I love Grand Theft Auto with all the cheat codes. So like this just sounds like they fucking programmed all the cheat codes in as part of the game. I'm like, I should have played these. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I would go through great lengths to fucking do wild, dumbass shit in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And this game is like, we have a whole game right here where you can do all that wild, dumbass shit. That's the whole point of the game. And I'm like, I didn't look at the magazine ad hard enough. I didn't realize that's what this was. Like, oops. C'est la vie. Market your fucking game better, Saints Row creators.
Yeah.
Game
I
4.
would have played it.
So this game, the subtitle is a reference to the verticality in the game. There's also they've added some animals to help you. You could use up to 4 on any given mission or quest. And this game on April 27th, it was reported to have sold 6 million units. All right, guys. Let's see some answers. And Johnny
Poor Johnny. Pay attention, man.
drew a dick drinking McDonald's coffee, saying I'm loving it. And John and David have the correct answers with Monster Hunter Rise. This is Monster Hunter Rise, and it's a pretty amazing game. Just gonna throw that out there. It is so good, guys. If you have Switches, you got to get on this.
Do I?
Yeah, we could play together.
I know. I really want to, but I got so burned by the last time I bought a Monster Hunter game. You know, the best Monster Hunter game ever made. I didn't have the time to put into it, man. Like, I really want to get into this series.
Well, this one, especially since it's on the Switch, because you can play it on the go. So you can like play it while you're watching something on TV if you want to do that.
True.
So there's definitely some pros with being on the Switch.
I want to say something that might be kind of stupid. It's been 4 years since the Switch has been out. I really don't play it undocked very much. Like, I don't know. Somehow I think of it as a TV system. I don't really undock it all that often. I talk about how it's good for that, and like I'll take it on the go every now and then. I'll play a game as I'm falling asleep, or like if nobody's home, I'll walk around the house and like take a shit and play a game, and like just have it with me and stuff like that. But like I like. Somehow the Switch is like, I'd say 95% of the time I'm playing it on the TV. And it's like, oh, well, if my son wants to watch something on TV, I'm not popping the Switch out and playing something during it. I'm like, I guess I have to watch Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood again. Like, hey, wait a minute.
See,
I could have been playing games this whole time.
I'm the complete opposite. Like within the last 2 weeks or so, I've started using the Switch on the TV. Otherwise, I play it mostly in handheld mode. Like even when I'm at home, like nobody's using the TV, I'll just pop it out and sit on the couch and play it.
I feel like that works for a lot of the games that are like, kind of like indie games and things. Like, I don't know, like somehow like Celeste feels great playing handheld, but like I can't play fucking Smash Bros. Not on the TV. Like it doesn't feel right at all. And I don't know, man. It's it might just be a me problem because I know a lot of people that play Switch almost solely undocked, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Although it was funny because usually, like I'll take it whenever I have to commute. Obviously,
that also comes in handy. I drive to and from work every day, so I don't have a commute. I would love to have a fucking like sit and play video games commute.
Playing like Animal Crossing in handheld mode on the train is great, and then I get home, pop it in, put Animal Crossing on the TV. It's like, oh wow, this looks so much better on an HD TV.
It does. It looks nice.
I mean, John, have you tried playing Switch while driving? Don't knock it till you've tried it.
I'm trying to I'm honestly racking my brain because like I there have been times where it's been in the car and I did some 3DS while delivering pizzas back in the day, but no, I haven't really played the Switch in the car because that's the other thing. Like if I'm taking a long road trip, I'm pretty much the one driving, and like Whitney's not going to fucking sit there and play Animal Crossing while we're driving. So I don't know. I'm not using it to its full potential.
Hey Whitney, play Animal Crossing for me while I drive.
Exactly. Describe what read to me what the animals are saying to me, please.
Yeah. I'll glance over and see if you're doing it okay.
Yeah, I need you to deliver a package to the tiger, please.
Damn it! You lost that shark. Why didn't you catch it? It was right there.
Do I hear? Is that son of a balloon blowing by? Sweetie, get the slingshot out. Shoot that fucking thing down. There could be eggs in it. Anyway,
but are there eggs in Monster Hunter Rise?
There are eggs.
Slingshots and eggs.
Yes.
Okay, good. Game 5.
So Monster Hunter Rise, basically Animal Crossing New Horizons.
In a way, yes, because you
in a very accurate way, yes.
You go around the woods or like a desert or whatever, and you meet different animals, and I
was gonna say I really want to play the Animal Crossing game where you just butcher the Able sisters and wear their quills as armor.
Fuck yeah!
So you like do a series of like bartering and conversations, and through that you get access to gifts that they give you, and you can use those gifts to make clothing or furniture for your room, like little statues and cool paintings of the monsters that you've befriended, and and by befriended I mean you can fucking murder these things.
I would love an Animal Crossing Monster Hunter game where you arrive on an island and you have to kill these poor animals who all just want to build houses, and all you can do to attack them is bopping them with a net.
Yeah.
they finally just get annoyed and rip off their own skin and hand it to you, and then move away from the island. Like, yeah, that guy's a fucking dick.
And then someone notices that you have a new net that looks like someone who moved away from the town.
Exactly.
And they're like,
well, you got the jitters net. Hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
I thought he moved.
Oh God. Animal Crossing could cross over with many things. Monster
Yeah.
Hunter is actually high on the list of that. So
Well, didn't they do in one of the other Monster Hunter games where you could get like an Isabelle outfit for your little companion?
did
I
they?
think so. Yeah. I think on
No
the
kid.
last
Yeah.
Switch one.
Which is odd because aren't your little companions cats, not dogs?
Well, John,
Well,
I'm
I
glad
mean-
you brought that up.
I was going to
So-
say they're also not Mega Man, but you can dress them up as Mega Man.
Well,
So-
yeah, but I'm just saying, a cat dressed as Mega Man makes more sense than a cat dressed as a dog, David. Cats and Mega Man aren't diametrically opposed, you fucking wacko.
John, I dress my cats like dogs all the time.
And that doesn't speak well to how acceptable it is. Like, if Johnny does it, you know it's fucked up.
It helps my dog just feel so much more comfortable when
Ugh.
the cats look like dogs.
Johnny, you really shouldn't be trying to breed your dog with your cats. That's all I'm going to say. Your business is your own.
I'm sorry, Jesse, you were talking about dogs because
No,
I do not
I-
want to get into Johnny genetically engineering pets.
I legitimately was not trying to segue. I thought it was funny dressing a Palico as a dog. But Jesse, if there are dogs in this game too, that's dope. I want to know about it.
So yeah, new to the series is they're called Palamutes, and they're
Fuck
basically
yeah!
and so now you have dogs, and you can ride on the dogs. So like getting to monsters is like way faster. You just hop on the back of your Palamute. Then you get to the monster, you jump off, the Palamute starts fighting. If you're playing by yourself, then you also get your cat friends. So you could have a cat and a dog fighting with you. You could say fuck it and have two dogs. You could say fuck it and have two cats, or you could go online and play with people. And
Nope.
well, so what's cool though is before, like, say you just played with like like one other person, then each of you got to bring like your Palico. But so if you played with four people, then no Palicos. And sometimes Palicos can be helpful because they can heal you and stuff. And but in this one, everybody brings one of their pets, so you could have it to your Palamute. So you're running around on wolves. You got 4 hunters riding around on wolves, which look pretty badass. Tracking down a big fucking dinosaur dragon. Or I've been lately bringing my cat because he can heal me, and that's really helpful.
Usually, yeah.
And also, I just made a cool armor set, so he looks like a purple genie flying on a magic carpet, which is pretty amazing.
All right, yeah, dope.
Yeah, and my dog is dressed up in this like weird like purpley like leather suit with like like stitches and stuff on it. I think he's made out of like jellyfish parts. It's pretty fucked up. So the dog is pimped out pretty good. There's some cool weapons like the hunting horn, which is what I've been playing lately. It's basically just this gigantic like hammer looking thing that you play music out of. One of the designs looks like a purple like giant saxophone with like mushrooms coming out of it, which is pretty badass looking.
Sweet.
And let's see, as far as like weird wacky weapons, I have a recipe to where I can make this like dual swords, but instead of swords, they're like chopsticks with dango rice balls on them. So you can just go kill monsters with dango rice balls.
I'm into it.
Yeah, there's you can make a sword and shield that's like an umbrella, and the umbrella thing, it's just pretty great.
That's not a sword and shield. That's an umbrella.
You mean I've been
I've
stabbing
hunting monsters
dragons with a
an umbrella
monster for
40 years. Why didn't anybody tell me?
We all thought it was funny.
Do the voice.
that ain't
John.
funny.
But like I always love Monster Hunter's like weird sense of humor, like the whole like you got cats making your food and they sing a little song every time you order the food, and there's cat hair in there, but you also know it looks like it's fucking delicious. So you'd be like, well, a few cat hairs isn't that big of a deal. And like, but the like sense of humor, like when you like are out on a hunt and cooking your meat, and if you do it just right, you get like this like lady voice that goes, so delicious, just out of nowhere. And you're like, okay, cool. And like the monsters are like these big terrifying things, but like it never feels like a grim dark situation. Like, I don't know, it's a very upbeat murder the monster simulator, And they try to they try to say how it's like they're being mind controlled by this like elder dragon that's just for some reason making these monsters attack the village. And they have this new, like, it's kind of like a tower defense situation where they just throw a whole bunch of monsters at you, and you gotta like build like ballistas and cannons and fight them with that stuff, or set like these giant traps to where you like they get up next to the wall and these big like drills just come out of the sides and just start fucking things up, which is a pretty crazy mode. It gets real hectic when you get like a Rathalos and a Raytheon and a like Kezu, like right there, just fucking dragons and weird worm things, just fucking shit up.
That sounds like something I would dig less. I really just want to play these games online, like online with friends and hunt monsters. So, tower defense mode, like that sounds cool and wild and shit, but like you
have to do like it's not as hectic as I'm making it sound. It can get hectic if if you're fighting like one of the higher ups. You have to do a couple of them to like progress the quests. So like you have to do a few, but the main monster
like an
hunting,
integral thing.
Yeah. Like once you get those out of the way, you don't have to touch them again unless you want specific parts.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's real good online. There's no voice chat, but you can just use...
Not even in the Nintendo Switch app.
No, nope.
What?
But like everyone like you use Discord now and stuff, so it's like it's not like it's impossible to not chat with people.
Yeah, but I mean honestly, I'm also as much as let's see how many weird Switch hot takes I can drop. I'm not fully committed to playing Undocked. I am actually a pretty big advocate of their voice chat app. I think it works really well, and I think it's fun.
Well. Instead of opening that app, open Discord app.
I guess I will.
Either way, you're opening an app.
But it's funny, like people like when Nintendo announced that option, they're like, "That's a stupid fucking like workaround." The app is whack. I'm like, "Have you tried it?" I played with it a little bit. That app works, man.
It's a good app, yeah.
Yeah, app is good. A little disappointed this doesn't use it because this would be like one of the big things that uses it. This is a big multiplayer online, multiplayer focused online game where you really need to be able to communicate with who you're playing with. It's not like Mario Kart. I honestly don't want to talk to anybody. Monster Hunter, need to talk to everybody. So, I don't know. It would be fun to play Monster Hunter and play it like Mario Kart, just talking shit the whole time. Like, you fucking didn't kill that monster. Hey, wait. That affects me too. We're in a hunting party together. You should have killed that monster. Shame on you.
Shit, we're on the same team. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, exactly. I just realized I don't get the armor either. Son of a bitch.
And also, just to throw it out there, you can capture monsters. You don't have to always kill them. So.
And wait, when you capture them, can you send them into battle on your behalf the next time?
Well, no, that happens in Monster Hunter Stories 2 coming out in June or July, I think, which looks actually kind of fun.
So wait, Monster Hunter Stories is a Monster Hunter Pokemon? Am I understanding that correctly? Kind
of. They're called like Wyvern Riders, and it's like people that like can ride on the monsters. It looks this new game looks pretty dope. It's like an RPG where you have a fucking Rathalos or a Kezu or like any of those fun monsters,
Yeah, that sounds dope.
So I might be double dipping my Monster Hunter.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. But yeah, this game is so much fun though. Hunting the monsters and getting the cool weapons and the cool armor and just constantly getting upgraded. And like also what's fun is like you can ride on the monsters now, so like you can like stun them enough to where like you have this thing called a wire bug, which kind of lets you Spider-Man around levels too.
Hey, you're really speaking my language. I mean, holy shit.
Like it's not okay, so you get like 2 wire bugs, so you use one and you use the other one, and they have to like recharge for a second.
Sure.
But you can still like swing around, like get like height advantage on the monster, like swing above them, and then just pull your weapon out and drop down and fuck them up that way. There's like specific moves where you use the wire bug, like one of them, like the dual blades. If you're really close, you just like shank the monster with it, and then after a while, that thing will explode. And so, like, basically, you just stuff like a bomb into their face or wherever you put them. And once you do enough of those wire moves, they get all like groggy, and you can jump on their back. And then you can either run them into walls, which is kind of funny and sad.
Love that.
Or if there's another monster around, you can fight that monster and knock like parts off of it. And like you get to do like one of their super cool moves against another monster, and that's always super cool. Like while you're riding it, you get the Rathalos to do the cool like flip in the air and then launch fire down on the thing, and you're just like, yeah, I'm riding on this fucking thing.
I'm taking credit for that move.
Yeah.
Just, I'm on this thing's back. I did that.
I made the dragon do it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But
that sounds dope.
Yeah, they've added a lot of cool stuff to this game.
Can you just defeat a monster by busting it like a wild horse? Like, can you hop on a Rathalos and eventually just like wear it down by fucking riding that thing? And then eventually it's like your Rathalos, it's your mount.
I mean, yes and no.
More accurately, no.
Yeah. You can't.
It's not Monster Bronkbuster.
I mean, you're inside of its skin eventually, so that's kind of like riding it.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word to the wise, Jesse. If you ever hear that you're speaking Johnny's language, it
Get
might
out.
be time to move on.
Yeah. Monster Hunter Buffalo Bill.
Oh God. Yeah. No. Honestly, you're kind of selling me on the game.
I'm telling
Like,
you, it's fun. Especially if
like
you're hunting
I've
a
been
friend.
playing this dumbass free-to-play ninja game. I'm like, I could play a not free-to-play really good game, like online. That's a tough call. Like, do I play a crappy game for free or a really good game for not free? That is the question.
Depends on how much you hate yourself, I guess.
Depends on how much I want to play with you guys. The answer is I want to play with you guys a ton. So, instead of playing wacky fucking ninja slap game, I might play. Might have to put my hands on some Monster Hunter. Like, there's not any like further like DLC or anything once you're in there, right? Like once you're in, you're hunting, you're hanging with your friends, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
And they add stuff. They just added a patch that added 3 new monsters. One of them is a big like thing that flies, and it like drops these eggs that explode lava everywhere. So that thing is fucking annoying and great. There's
Sounds
another
good.
thing, like a big giant chameleon dragon. So it can just be like, oh, I'm invisible now. And then you're like, oh, good. Where is it? And then this long fucking tongue comes out of nowhere and slaps you. And so that's funny. And then there's like a 3-headed lion thing with wings that I haven't fought yet.
I kind of want to go back to the monster with
You want to go back to the skin
exploding
thing? Because I want to go back to the skin thing.
No,
Oh,
Johnny,
David,
shut up.
don't speak Johnny's language.
I want to go back to the monster that has the like exploding lava eggs, because eggs are supposed to be the embryos of their children. So if inside the eggs is lava, I am very concerned about
Well, okay.
the gestation cycle of this monster.
Their babies are igneous rock,
Yeah,
David. That's
you,
correct.
You clearly failed high school biology. All eggs start as lava.
You also failed Earth space science, you dumb motherfucker.
All eggs are bad. No. So
Wait, they're supposed to be filled with larvae, not lava. Oh, I got the translation all wrong here. God, I made a mistake.
It's all an accident.
God,
Like
that
the
was
Japanese
an
version.
awkward typo in the high school's
Wow.
textbook.
Just imagine the programmer on Monster Hunter Rise being like, all right, when the egg explodes, the larva pop out of it. And then when like Jesse's playing it, lava busts out of it. It's like, wait, what did you do? It's like, lava, right? Larva.
Oh, that's egg on my face.
Oh God, my face! Hot melting face! Oh God.
But no, they're not eggs. Like they're just shaped like eggs. They're just
Okay.
like he has these he has these weird like dangly bits. Like maybe he just has a whole bunch of ball sacks.
So it's a boy monster.
It's like,
And what a boy!
yeah, it's like 30 boys
Oh,
and like
It's a boy. And what a boy. No, those are the lava sacks.
yeah.
he
Got a
just
thick egg.
he flings them everywhere and they explode after a while. And it's real annoying.
I'm into
That's
it,
great.
man. Yeah.
But yeah, this a lot of cool monsters, a lot of great weapons. Each weapon plays different. It's like it's a really excellent Capcom series.
Yeah. Didn't I hear that Monster Hunter World is like just about to become the best-selling Capcom game of all time?
Yes.
Dope. Good. As it should be.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter should take the crown, man.
I agree.
Fuck
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Indeed.
for real.
Yeah. And if you want me back on Street Fighter, unfuck it. But until then, I might just have to jump back into Monster Hunter, man. That sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse, anything else on Monster Hunter Rise? Is Bane in this game?
No.
At any point, do you break someone's back and then have to spend a bunch of time in a pit, like rehabilitating it? Is Anne Hathaway in this game?
No, but there's a movie that has Mila Jovovich in it.
Yeah, is Mila Jovovich in this game? Actually,
No.
that's a much better thing to ask. Like, fuck
But-
all these Batman fucking references. Yeah, like,
But
did they tie this into that movie at all? Did a
No.
Monster Hunter movie come out this year or not?
Diablos is in this game, and he's in that movie, so that's good.
Okay, that's cool.
Dragon with the giant horns that come out that look kind of like devil horns.
The guy from
I-
Legend.
Yeah, Tim Curry is in Monster Hunter. You fight him.
I
I'm into it.
desperately want to play. That's how you get me into the Monster Hunter series, where you climb up on the cliff and you fight Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway teamed up with Tim Curry from Legend. What a
Oh.
fucking
Beautiful.
All that tells me is that David wants to wear Anne Hathaway's skin.
No, that's me, guys. That's me.
Oh, wait, we got our wires crossed. Yeah, right.
Whoops.
Johnny
Oopsie.
wants to be the Catwoman. So yeah, we're good.
God, I've never thought of it before, but that sounds pretty sweet.
Johnny wants to be a Palico, baby. It's confirmed. So yeah. But no, I'm sorry, Johnny. You can't ride the Palicos. You can only ride the Palamutes. So you want to be the Monster Hunter dog, not the Anne Hathaway in the game. These references are barely stringing together at this point. We really should move to the final game.
Game 5.
All right. I click back and Johnny's got his shirt off. Cool. So
It's hot in here, David. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
It
It's
is
getting
hot
hot
in
in
here,
here. If you look at the logo for this game, hidden in the lens is a silhouette of Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
I was grooving so hard to that music, I forgot to write anything. I was just in the moment.
That's okay. I can totally say that you drew a penis. It's fine.
I still got a second here.
But will the penis have a handle? That's the question.
Well, while Johnny is drawing his penis, I do want to give a special thanks to Silver Nova in the Discord who provided this request.
There you go.
All right, John
Penis with a
and
handle.
Jesse. All right, so he says, Johnny has a penis with a handle. John Harrington says Saints Row the Third, sadly incorrect, and Jesse has the correct answer. This is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. So yeah, this is the pseudo sequel to Dead Rising 2.
Cool.
Did anybody play this game?
I
Nope.
played Dead Rising 2 a little bit, but I never played Off the
Nope.
Record.
Okay. I never got this game for the 360, and this is another blind spot because this game did something that I really wanted the Dead Rising series to do. This had a sandbox mode where you did not have a time limit. And that's what I really wanted, because I just wanted to like build wacky weapons and fuck up some zombies and not have to worry about getting from point A to point B in less than 20 minutes or whatever. So I was really wanting to play this game, and then for some reason when it came out, I just never got it.
So,
Okay.
who requested this one again?
This is Silver Nova in
Silver
the
Nova.
Discord.
Sweet.
So it's basically like an alternate reality side story where you play through Dead Rising 2 but as Frank West instead of Chuck Green.
Right.
So you still
Camera
have the like photography aspect to it, but you also still have the ability to combine weapons that Chuck could do. And it did add additional weapons. My favorites were probably the Decapitator, which is a boomerang with knives taped to it.
Ooh.
And then there's the Electric Crusher, which is a combination of a sledgehammer and a car battery. So you basically get like a super electric charged sledgehammer.
God, why hasn't there been like a Crocodile Dundee movie where he throws a boomerang with knives all over it? Or I guess maybe a Mad Max movie would make more sense for that. Either way.
Crocodile Dundee movies are typically gentle fish out of water comedies.
Yeah, but he's got the knife,
Yeah,
right? Like,
why doesn't he just murder people?
Why does he go to New York City and throw boomerang knives at strangers?
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
When was the
Crocodile
last time you
out
saw
of it.
Crocodile Dundee, John? I mean, how much of that movie do you think he spends fighting people?
I've actually never seen Crocodile Dundee.
You think it's like about a serial killer or something?
Crocodile
yeah.
Dundee 4, Paul Hogan takes Manhattan.
All I know about Crocodile Dundee is Paul Hogan is into knives, so it totally makes sense to me that he would throw a boomerang with knives on it.
I love the idea that Crocodile Dundee 4 is Crocodile Dundee takes Manhattan, when that is exactly what happened in the first Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, like, that's David. You just wrote Crocodile Dundee again.
Well, this one he takes
Yeah,
Manhattan.
takes what he wants.
with a
I
knife.
love that.
Throws that in there. That's not a boomerang of knives. This is a boomerang of knives.
I love that Johnny knows nothing about Crocodile Dundee and yet somehow knows he should have a boomerang.
Well,
Well, I
no,
know he's from
the only thing he
Australia.
knows is that he's a knife enthusiast.
Yeah, and from Australia. That I do know.
Knife is spoony before. No, John, Jesus. No. He doesn't throw. At no point in that series does he throw a boomerang.
Yeah, you need the boot.
Which is a shame. Like,
I mean, Crocodile Dundee is one of the stupidest film series of all time. Like, God, did we just determine the movie poll? Are we going to watch goddamn Crocodile Dundee now? Like,
next
Oh,
time that
no.
it's Johnny's pick, yes.
I'm just imagining like a Dynasty Warriors type game, but you're Paul Hogan whipping boomerangs of knives at just like endless kangaroo. Just,
Dude,
or emu would make sense too.
Endless kangaroo is my favorite sex move.
yeah. Okay. One, I want to give that plenty of room to breathe because that was a fucking really funny thing to say. Two, Paul Hogan as Crocodile Dundee does not kill kangaroos, John. If you had seen the movie, you would know that.
Sure.
He's a friend of nature. Like, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna piss in these kangaroos' pouches.
Yeah. That's the thing. So it would be a Dynasty Warriors game where you're playing as Paul Hogan, but he would be fighting fucking like tourist poacher hunter guys. And your allies would be kangaroos and aborigines and shit. It would be great.
And Cheech from Shrimp on the Barbie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Cheech was in Shrimp on the Barbie. He owned the Mexican restaurant.
Okay, well, it's been a long time since I've seen the Shrimp on a Barbie commercial.
No, it's a
Yeah.
movie.
What? Okay, then I'm lost. I thought
Is that
you were
Crocodile
referring
Dundee 2? Is it Crocodile Dundee 2 Shrimp on the Barbie?
I thought you were referring to the famous ad campaign trying to drive tourism to Australia, in which Paul Hogan encouraged people to throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
I just figured it was in the same universe since it was also in Australia.
Well,
In the
it is.
Australia cinematic universe.
Is there really a movie called Shrimp on the Barbie?
Yes, and Cheech Marin is in it.
But wait, is Cheech Marin in it, or is it a Cheech and Chong movie called Shrimp on the Barbie? I really
It's-
hope it's that.
No, it's not Cheech and Chong. It's Cheech Marin.
Barbie's
is
not
in it.
here, man. Oh my God, there is a 1990 film called The Shrimp on the Barbie.
Why
I had
would
no
I make
idea.
that up?
Well, I don't know, man. I thought you were misremembering things. It doesn't even have Paul Hogan.
No, but it's in Australia. I figured it's in the.
You know, Paul Hogan isn't in every Australian movie.
Yeah.
They have a wide range of actors.
I figured
He's
Yahoo
in
Serious could
the
be too.
fucking ad campaign that popularized the phrase "throw another shrimp on the Barbie." That's how he got Crocodile Dundee. There was a fucking ad campaign in the 80s trying to drive tourism to Australia, starring Paul the fuck Hogan, where he encouraged people to come to Australia because we'll throw another shrimp on the Barbie. So I'm sorry that my confusion led to us having to explain that Cheech Marin made a 1990 comedy film called Shrimp on the Barbie that grossed, hold on, $458,000.
It's okay.
I'm sorry that I was the one that was
But
confused.
it's not a Cheech and Chong movie.
No, it's
It's a Cheech movie.
like he's not. He doesn't play Cheech, but he's Cheech. So he's always Cheech.
For a second,
Ugh.
when you said 458, I thought you were going to say million, and my mind was about to be blown.
Billion.
I forgot it was the #1 movie of 1990.
Yeah,
It was #1 until Titanic.
It
Shrimp
was
on
the
the Barbie
Avatar of its
finally
time.
thrown.
It was the #1 movie of 1990. Fuck Dick Tracy. It's all about Shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah. No.
Next movie, Paul, Shrimp on the Barbie, Crocodile Dundee,
Yeah. Which Paul Hogan adjacent movie will be?
Young Einstein. Have
Flipper.
Serious.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Flipper.
Jesus.
Fucking Flipper.
Okay. I'm sorry. What are we talking about right now?
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Right.
I mean-
The famous Australian ad campaign in which sketch comedian Paul Hogan encouraged people to come to Australia, and he said, "We'll throw another shrimp on the Barbie," which then got him Crocodile Dundee, in which he does not throw a fucking boomerang covered in knives. That's right. We're talking about Dead Rising 2 off the record. Would this game have been better if Frank West were played by Crocodile Dundee?
Well,
I
yes.
would say no.
I would say yes. Big yes.
Because
Well,
Paul Hogan
well-
actually a shitbag. I
Oh,
can
is he?
actually I can hold those hot takes back until we actually comment on a Paul Hogan movie on the movie Patreon. But
Well,
Paul
what-
Hogan turns out actually a piece of shit.
What
Oh,
about
that
Frank
sucks.
West, played
him.
by Cheech Marin?
That would be
Now
good.
we're talking. Yes, that would be good.
see,
Gotta do something about these zombies, man.
See, I was going to say, like, I'd be okay with Frank West as played by Paul Hogan just because Frank West is a wrestler and I could see him wrestling crocodiles, but
Fuck yeah.
Cheech Marin, Frank West, I want that so much more. Just zombies swarming everything and he's just beating them to death with a bong.
Zombies aren't here, man. No, they're everywhere. Essay. Okay, that's the last Cheech impression I'm doing. I feel bad for saying essay.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
more,
on
of a Cypress,
what today
that's more
is.
of a Cypress Hill, less of a Cheech thing. He doesn't call people essay.
No, maybe an
God.
Eddie Guerrero thing. Maybe.
Oh man. Okay, yeah. God, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero could have played Frank West.
That'd be good because he is a wrestler.
Yeah, seriously, you want to talk about a Mexican guy that can fucking wrestle? Okay, so we do a new Dead Rising 2. We get
Is
Ray
Eddie
Phoenix.
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace. He's so we hire a better, more living Mexican wrestler to play Frank West. So it's just it's either Penta or it's Ray Phoenix taking
Yes,
pictures and fucking suplexing zombies. It sounds great.
I'm down.
Yeah. As long as there's a sandbox mode where I don't have to worry about the clock, I'm there.
Mhm.
As long as they're not kids in the sandbox.
No, there's zombies in the sandbox.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's Dead Rising, not Kid Rising. The kids don't rise from the grave. The zombies do.
Kid Rising would be an interesting, like, all ages spin-off.
I think that's the prequel to Ninjala. The kids, they rise from their grave and chew ninja gum.
And we've
I
come
don't
full
know.
circle.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Johnny hit the calculating computer.
So seldom do we come so perfectly full circle. Yeah, I got nothing to say. You really stumped me on Shrimp on the Barbie. God damn it! I wanted to talk about Dead Rising combo weapons, but no, it's all lost to Cheech Marin and Shrimp on the Barbie. Son of a bitch.
Calculating computer activated.
You can hear that like balloons, rubbing sound, like.
Oops. Scoring complete. This game's winner is John Harrington.
Uh-oh!
What?
Look who won the show
How?
by scoring the most points in a three-way tie for first.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, I thought we
okay, I
were
didn't-
tied.
Sorry, I didn't notice. I could have sworn it said 3-2 a second ago.
You don't have to give it to anybody else. It's me.
Nope.
This game's winner is Jesse Moore.
I don't have the math to prove it, but for some reason I feel like when it's a tie, I tend to do not Jesse. I don't know why. I feel like there's a bias. I don't know if it's actually there, but I feel like there is. So I need to break that cycle and give
So
it to
the
Jesse.
secret is
Thank you.
if somebody else wins, you just question it and then you become the winner.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously, Johnny, you have so many negative points this episode. Realistically, you should win.
Ooh, that's a way to go.
No.
Exactly.
No.
I've got good music, so.
Johnny gets the win, and then we schedule an interview between him and Keith David. Because
So Keith David, tell me about your career.
right.
He doesn't
Who are
he does
you?
an interview with Keith David and the only question is, who are you?
Yeah. Who are you? What are you doing here? Do your research.
So I see your credits have you were in the Community for a season. Have you done anything else besides that?
I don't recognize your voice at all. The end of the interview.
Keith David, who gave you this link to our video chat?
Okay, well,
Can
we're going to
do
make
that?
our mission.
Can we just send the link to the video chat to random like celebrities and see if they'll join us on our live show?
I can probably get the guy from Eve 6.
Cool.
I'll see if I can get Melinda Gates to show up.
Johnny, listen, just because you got a vaccine and a working penis doesn't mean Melinda Gates is going to come on our podcast. Jesus.
She's gonna be
Anyway, I guess Jesse wins the episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. It's good because I didn't have a theme prepared anyway.
Oh, good.
So, Jesse, what do you got in mind for next week's show?
Well, I was shocked to hear that Digital Underground's very own Shock G died, and so
Shocked.
I was thinking maybe games that you were shocked that you liked, like maybe from a series that you don't normally like. You play something, you're like, hey, this is actually pretty good, or maybe you thought a game was gonna suck, and then you played it, and you're like, well, this is actually good. So games that you were shocked that you enjoy.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
If only I hadn't used up Ninjala, but yeah, it sounds good. That's it's feel like a slight riff on a classic theme here. So yeah, games, unexpected games that you enjoyed. I like it. That's the thing, because shocked is such a strong word. Like,
No, you have to be like, whoa!
wow-wee!
If you didn't drop the controller and piss your pants at how much you enjoyed the game.
I can't fucking believe they got me to like this shit.
Madden 15, you son of a bitch!
All it took was that fucking truck stick, and I'm on board, baby.
Exactly. I just learned today I love Gronk. Ah! Yeah, okay, cool. Shockingly acceptable games is the title of that, because it doesn't have to be good. It could just be shocked that you enjoyed it. So yeah,
it's not good, but boy, do I have a good time.
what a difficult theme to phrase, but I like it. It'll be a fun challenge thinking of something like that I haven't already used, and I think it'll be a blast. It'll be fun. Kind of thinking on our gaming trends and why maybe something outside of that appealed to us. I like it. I like it a lot, Jesse. Great theme. I shouldn't have won this episode. You earned it. And that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching along with us. We're live every Wednesday night. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Search for Game That Tune. Thanks to everybody listening in podcast form. Check us out at Game That Tune or anywhere you get your podcasts. We appreciate you guys listening. Thanks to everybody checking out patreon.com/GameThatTune. We got a lot of fun stuff going on at Patreon. You're keeping the lights on the radio stream at twitch.tv/GTT Radio. We've got GTT Gyms. We've got movie commentaries. We've got a lot of fun stuff going on over there at Patreon. So we appreciate you guys supporting us there. Special thanks to the absurd fans on Patreon. Here we go. Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, Daniel Perky, Taylor Y. Sam L. Mork, Tasty Grimmery, Phoenix Tier 2121, Unsettled Zebra, and The Last Recon. What a fantastic pile of patrons we got over there at Patreon. I think I said everybody. If not, I'll edit myself in very loudly saying somebody whose name I forgot to say like this. But I think I got everybody. What a great group of patrons we got. Thanks to our requester, David, who made the request tonight.
Silver Nova via the Discord.
Yes, head over to our Discord. That's the place to make your requests. Though you can also send them to us at gamethattune@gmail.com, or send them to us on Twitter at gamethattune. I'm going to redo that because I'm tired. My face itches. Send us your requests on Twitter at GameThatTune, or find us individually on Twitter. I'm there at JGangsta187. You can find David Fleming on Twitter at
DFD Fleming.
You can find John Regan on Twitter at
JP Regan JR.
And you can find the Game That Tune champion, Jesse Moore, on Twitter at
Sega_legend.
Yes, that's where you find him. And Jesse, I want to know what you got for bonus tunes sending us home tonight. What do we have?
So I found it's very difficult to find what I was looking for, but best I could find was Meta Knight's Revenge X Humpty Dance.
Oh, I mean, yeah, in terms of songs that would be crossed over with Humpty Dance, that seems like a good one. So rest in peace, Shock G, and we'll see you guys next week. God, too many rappers dying lately, guys. Peace out, everybody.
Come back when you can put up a fight.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny,
You've much
but yo,
yet
I'm
to
making
learn.
money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the Humpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk me. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump me. I'm stepping tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereo's pump.
Did it end there, Johnny, or did you fade it out?
I faded it out. Goes on for the 2 minutes.
Johnny, the man's dead. We were
All
paying tribute, John.
I'm the one who said just grab them in the biscuits. Also told you that I like to bite. Well, yeah, I guess it's obvious I also like to write. All you had to do is give Humpty a chance, and now I'm gonna do my dance. It's a chance to do the hump. Come on, yeah, sexy lady. Come on, I'll do the Humpty Hump. Sexy baby, everybody, come on, we'll do the Humpty Hump. Oh, do you know what we're doing the Humpty Hump, y'all. I'll do the Humpty Hump. Watch me do the Humpty Hump. Now I told y'all a little bit about myself. Let me tell you a little bit about this dance. It's real easy to do. Check it out. First I lift to the side like my leg was broken. Shaking and twitching on like I was smoking. Crazy whack funky. People say you look like MC Hammer on crack, Humpty. That's alright, cause my body's in motion. It's supposed to look like a fit or a commotion. Anyone can play this game. This is my dance, y'all. Humpty Hump's my name. No two people will do it the same. You got it down. When you appear to be in pain, humping, funkin', jumping, dig around, shaking your rump. And when a dude jump front, points a finger like a stunt. Tell him step off. I'm doing my hump. The Humpty Hump. Everybody, do the Humpty Hump. Come on, do the Humpty Hump. Second lady. Do the Humpty Hump. When do the Humpty Hump, y'all. Watch me do the Humpty Hump. Black people, do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Come on, white people, do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Puerto Ricans, do the Humpty Hump. Eskimo, Samoans, do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. I dare. Let's get stupid.
Yeah. Thank you, John, for letting the whole thing play. Oh, man. Ninjala is copyright 2020 Gung Ho Online Entertainment. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is copyright 2020 Nintendo of America Incorporated. Saints Row the Fourth is copyright 2013 Deep Silver Volition LLC. Monster Hunter Rise is copyright 2021 Capcom Company Limited. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record is copyright 2011 Capcom Company Limited.